If you're new here, first, I want to say thank you so much for checking out my channel. I wanted to share a little bit about me and my homeschool journey. I'm Yohi, a homeschool mom, a daycare owner, an educational consultant at my consulting company, and a family advocate. Before all of that, I spent more than 15 years working in public education as a teacher, academic dean, and instructional coach. I have taught children from kindergarten through 8th grade, supported teachers, studied curriculum, analyzed student data, and worked with many different types of learners. But when this cutie began struggling in school, none of those credentials made the decision to homeschool any easier. We tried public school, we tried private school. He simply wasn't thriving in either environment. My son is curious, social, energetic, and full of questions. He needed more freedom to explore, more opportunities to move, and enough time to follow a question instead of being told, we have to move on. I didn't want him to spend his childhood feeling as though something was wrong with him, simply because the environment wasn't designed for the way he learns. So, we chose a different path. When I first decided to homeschool, no one questioned whether I could teach my own children. The people who know me know that I'm an excellent teacher, but I did hear plenty of other questions. Aren't you worried that you're sheltering them too much? Honestly, yeah, I am sheltering them from certain things. I want to protect them from adults who don't understand them. I want to protect them from bullying, unhealthy peer pressure, and environments that ask them to become quieter, smaller versions of themselves just to fit in. Children don't need to be bullied, excluded, or pressured to build character. They can learn resilience through challenges that support their growth instead of experiences that harm their sense of self. Then comes the question almost every homeschool family hears. But how will they socialize? After spending more than 15 years in schools, I know how little time children actually have to socialize during the day. They sit in classrooms waiting for permission to speak, use the bathroom, move around, and even eat. And the interactions they do have aren't always healthy or closely guided. I want my children to have meaningful social experiences with people of different ages, backgrounds, and cultures. I want them to spend time with people who can model how to manage their feelings, communicate clearly, disagree respectfully, and respond appropriately when a situation becomes difficult. That is socialization too. My children learn at home, yes, but they are not confined to our home. They participate in activities and they spend time in their community interacting with people from all walks of life. They travel, they meet people, they ask questions, they learn how to communicate with children and adults instead of spending most of their time with one group of children who happen to share their birth year. Was I scared at first? Absolutely. Am I glad I did it? Absolutely. My kids get to live experiences that most kids only read about in books. They've explored the most biologically intense place on Earth, seen animals most people have never heard of, walked the streets of the first European city of the Americas, eaten foods, experienced cultures, places, and people they will never forget. That's what education should be about. Another question I hear is, what about all the rites of passage? What about field trips, graduations, dances, and prom? My answer to that is, we're going to create our own rites of passage. My children may not have every traditional school experience, but they will have experiences that belong to them. They will continue to travel, learn about new cultures by living alongside people and making connections across borders. They will study history where it happened, explore science outside of a textbook, and learn that the world is much larger than one classroom or one school district. I don't believe there's only one correct way to educate a child. Homeschooling is a choice that works for our family, and this channel is where I share what that choice actually looks like. You'll find honest curriculum reviews, lesson preparation, practical teaching strategies, travel and world schooling, and the everyday reality of educating children while running a business and caring for a family. I'm not here to pretend that homeschooling is perfect or easy. I'm here to show you how we make it work, what we're learning along the way, and how my years as an educator shape the choices I now make as a mother. So whether you're already homeschooling, thinking about it, teaching in a classroom, or simply looking for a different way to support your child, pull up a chair. There's a place here for you.